thousands of years ago. In the land of ancient Egypt, there lived a ruler whose power knew no limits, a man who controlled armies, wealth, and an entire nation. But his greatest illusion was believing that he was more than just a man. His name was Fir'on, a king who didn't just demand obedience, but claimed divinity. Under his rule, Egypt became a land of fear. People bowed before him, not out of respect, but out of terror. His word was absolute, his command unquestionable. No one dared to stand against him, and those who did were crushed without mercy. But power built on fear always carries a shadow. Firon became obsessed with a prophecy, a warning that a child from among the oppressed would one day rise and bring an end to his rule. Blinded by fear and arrogance, he ordered something unimaginable, the killing of innocent children, hoping to stop destiny itself. Yet destiny cannot be stopped. In the silence of the night, a mother made a choice that would change history forever. She placed her newborn child into a small basket and set him afloat on the waters of the Nile. It was an act of desperation, but also of faith. That child was Musa, a name that would echo through time. In a twist no one could have predicted, the child was found and raised within the walls of Firon's own palace, surrounded by luxury, protected by the very system that sought to destroy him. Musa grew up in the heart of power itself. Years passed, and the child became a man chosen to deliver a message of truth. Musa returned to face Firon, not with an army, but with a call to recognize the one true God and to abandon his claim of divinity. But arrogance does not listen. Firon rejected the message. He mocked it, denied it, and challenged it. To prove his authority, he gathered the greatest magicians of his time, believing that truth could be defeated by illusion. But what happened next changed everything. When Musa cast down his staff, it transformed into a living serpent, swallowing every trick, every illusion, every lie. In that moment, the truth stood clear, undeniable, powerful. Even the magicians fell in prostration, recognizing that this was no magic, but a sign from a higher power. Still, Firon refused. His pride chained him, his arrogance blinded him, and as his denial grew, so did the signs around him. The land began to change. Fear spread among the people. Disasters shook his kingdom, as if the world itself was warning him, but he would not listen. Then came the final moment, the moment that would define his fate forever. Musa led his people away, escaping the dhulm that had consumed their lives. Behind them, Firon and his army followed, determined to destroy them once and for all. They reached the sea, trapped between the waters and the army. It seemed like the end, but then something unimaginable happened. The sea split apart, rising into towering walls of water, creating a path where none existed. Musa and his people crossed safely, and then Firon followed. The man who claimed to be a god stepped into the path, believing he was still in control. But control is an illusion, and arrogance has a price. As the last of the believers reached safety, the waters collapsed. The sea returned to its place, swallowing Firon and his army, erasing his power, ending his reign forever. In his final moments, he realized the truth, but some realizations come too late. Today, his story remains, not just as history, but as a warning, a reminder that power, no matter how great, can never overcome truth, and that arrogance, no matter how strong, always leads to downfall. Firon, the king who claimed to be a god, became a lesson for all of humanity, and his story still echoes through time.